Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to talk about a legendary Chicagoan, Eddie Olczyk, former star player and current voice of the Blackhawks. A native son of Chicago, Eddie exemplifies the heart, grit, and character of the city we both call home. Eddie first made his way into the Chicago's collective heart as a member of the 1984 U.S. Olympic hockey team at the young age of 17. From there, he went on to play 16 seasons in the NHL and later coached the Pittsburgh Penguins. In 2012, he was inducted into U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. Eddie currently works as a broadcaster for both the Blackhawks and nationally as color commentator for NBC Sports. He is the best in the business. And those outside of Chicago may know Eddie from his time covering horse racing for NBC. But today, Eddie is facing another battle. This one is off the ice. Last year, he was diagnosed with colon cancer. As he describes it, sometime last summer, he began feeling pain in his lower abdomen. Initially, the pain was intermittent, and he thought nothing of it. But when it persisted for several days, he decided to get things checked out. It was then that his doctor found a tumor, and he was quickly scheduled for surgery to have it removed. For the past 6 months, Eddie's been undergoing chemotherapy and just completed his 11th treatment. Thankfully, he has one more treatment to go. Clearly, Eddie knows what it means to be tough. But to really be tough, men in particular must know that it's okay to say something when things don't feel right. The American Cancer Society estimates that 1 in 22 men and 1 in 24 women are at risk for developing colorectal cancer in their lifetime. Colorectal cancer is currently the third leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States. In 2017, it's expected to cause over 50,000 deaths. That's particularly important for men who don't want to consider the dangers of colon cancer. This doesn't have to be. When detected early, treatment for colorectal cancer is effective, especially when polyps are removed before they become cancerous. More young men are being diagnosed with young-onset colorectal cancers than ever before. According to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, 11% of colon cancers and 18% of rectal cancer diagnosis occur in those under the age of 50. Young men, even those in their 30s and 40s, must be aware of the risk for this disease and advocate for their health. Talk to your doctor regularly if you're feeling pain and get screened regularly. Back in his playing days, Eddie would have been nervous what a coach or teammate would have thought had he complained of pain. But in part to voices like his, the sports culture is changing and more athletes are speaking up when something is wrong. We should all learn from his and their example. After he was diagnosed, Eddie felt like his pride took a hit. Like many others who have faced cancer, he was concerned that he was letting people down, and he began to question his mortality. But as he went through treatment and reflected on this ordeal, he started to recognize that it was okay to be scared. He's used this platform to speak out about colon cancer, about the need for screening, and research for a cure. He knows it's important to emphasize that there's nothing wrong with people getting colonoscopies at an earlier age. He knows that if he can help just one individual get a checkup sooner, he will feel like his battle with cancer was worth it. Eddie has many people to thank for their support. Most importantly, his family, his wife Diana and 4 children, Eddie, Nick, Xandra, and Tom, the entire Blackhawk organization, especially John McDonough and Jay Blunk, and his broadcasting partner, Pat Foley. To Eddie and to all fighting cancer, stay strong and know that we are with you. Thank you, and I